somewhere. Now, you might be wondering, whoa, this is totally different than your normal podcast setting. And you would be right, because today we are not having a podcast. Today I am finally getting to show you my vlogs that I've filmed. I think I briefly mentioned on some past podcast episodes and on the most recent one that I have. Make sure you go watch it. Okay. Anyway, on my most recent one, I mentioned that I was wanting to kind of change the format of my channel to be more of a video diary kind of thing rather than just a podcast, because I have lots of vlogs and craft videos that I either want to make or I have in my archives. So today, you're finally gonna get to see one. But I just wanted to do a little exclaimer beforehand. Number one, this was filmed like a year ago, over a year ago, so things are a little bit different and it is a little bit outdated, but that's okay because it's still a fun video and I still want to show it to you all. Second of all, I think that I mentioned at the beginning of this episode or of this video vlog gotta get out of my podcast state of mind. I wanted to mention that at the beginning, I say that it's gonna be a tutorial. It's not a tutorial. It's not. It's just me making a craft. It's a little embarrassing, but it's okay. So yeah, just wanted to let you know that. I really hope you enjoy. I'm so excited to have this new format of channel now that I can put out more vlogs, and stay tuned because there's more coming. And I'm hoping to make even more. So if you like it, make sure you stay till the end so you can see the finished product. Tell me how you like it and tell me if you want more videos in this format. Modern day Willow right now is gonna see you very soon for a new podcast episode. Okay, bye-bye. Enjoy the video. Hi friends. Okay, so today I have a really exciting craft slash DIY project that I have been waiting to do for a little bit. I've been waiting to have the camera all set up so that I can show you guys how I make it. I'm really excited about this, and I'm sure you know by the title what I'm gonna be making, but at this moment when I'm filming it, I actually have no idea how it turns out. So I'm super excited about that too. Without further ado, let's get into the project and see what we're working with. The idea for this is to make a knitted satchel, but the flap that closes the bag is going to be in the shape of a leaf. I am so excited about this. I have a couple of inspo pictures that I have been kind of looking at. So this is the first one here. I am really excited to try to make it look like this. Who knows if it will, but that's the inspo photo. Another one is this one. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to make the front flap. I have a couple of supplies that might work, but it's gonna be very trial and error and I'm gonna have to see how it works out then. The rest of the bag I think is gonna be in a very similar shape to this bag here, just with the flap being a leaf instead. Go ahead and get into the design process. Let's go. For these supplies, I have 3 different skeins of yarn from varying colors of a brownish green to a much darker earthy green. I then have some felt for the flap that makes the leaf, and then 3 different button closures that I have not yet decided which one I'm going to choose. This one right here I love the most, so probably this one. So for the design, it's gonna be pretty simple, but I really have to make sure that I stick to this because it is knitting. So for the main pattern, I'm gonna have 2 pieces that are knitted that are the front and the back, and then a piece that runs down the bottom to each side, sort of like this. And then I will have the piece of felt going over the top as the flap. Now, how I'm going to attach that to the bag, I'm not exactly sure yet how I'm going to do that, but we will catch that when it gets there. Let's get into it. Okay, so now that we have the main idea and all the supplies together, we can finally start to get ready and start making it, which is the most exciting part for me and probably for you all too. So I'm super excited and let's get into it. somehow it's day 3 already. We've got a lot still to do. Let's get into it. Here's the plan. We have the whole 2 sides to still get done and the bottom part. I sort of started working on the bottom part already, but I think we need a whole lot more before we get it fully done. So let's keep working on it. So it's already day 4 and I have to admit some stuff. I have been pretty bad at YouTubing and keeping up with recording when I'm actually working on the knitting project and keeping you all updated on what I've gotten done. So I do apologize for that. But I will be catching you up on what I've done so far, and we'll talk about what we can do next. Also, I have some things to say. I was watching back me discussing how to make this bag and it makes no sense. So I do apologize for that. Honestly, I am just as confused as you are, okay? I was sitting there last night trying to knit this piece and see how it was supposed to all fit together, and it made no sense to me. So this is not a tutorial by any means, so just don't like follow it like that because I don't know what I'm doing, okay? We are just having fun with the project, seeing what we can make with it, and if it works out cool, then that's great. If it doesn't, you'll never see this video, I guess is what's gonna happen. With that aside, let's go ahead and look at the pieces that we have so far. And I think we're gonna start actually assembling some of the pieces and also making the strap and lots of the other pieces. We'll get into it, okay? Okay, so we have this piece here. This is covered in dog hair, as we can see. But this is the front piece of the bag. And then I also fully finished the back piece of the bag. Now, if you look at these together, like from like far apart, they look the same size, but when you put them together, one is slightly bigger than the other, as you can see right there. And that was not my intention, so we're just gonna try to get them to fit together as well as we can. So these are the sides of the bag. And then I also finished the other side, or the bottom piece and the sides of the bag. So this is going to be a little bit hard to show you. What we're going to do is we're going to put this here. We're going to put these together like this, and then this piece is going to be on this other side like so. That's what we've got so far, are these 3 pieces. Now what we need to do is assemble these together and decide how we want to make the straps and how we want to use this felt here to create the flap of the bag. Hello guys. Okay, so funny story. I have simply not been filming the past couple of days, actually weeks, because it's been several weeks since the last time you've probably seen me. Let me just say I do apologize for that. I do apologize for that because I did want to really show you guys everything that I did with this project, and this project is now already done. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through what I did that I didn't film so that you guys can get a taste of it, because I fully forgot to film all those pieces. So here we are with the bag. So what I initially did was I sewed the 2 sides and the bottom part together, as you can see here. And when I sewed those together, they were a little wonky, as you can see, but I think they worked pretty well. I then crocheted the strap on, and right here I actually had to add these pieces together. So I am going to be adding one of these buttons on there to kind of give it a little bit more of a purposeful meaning, to look kind of wonky like that. And then after that, I sewed the entire strap onto the bag and finished it off with some buttons along the sides. So then I actually decided to make a adorably cute card to go along with the bag. This is a gift for one of my closest friends, so obviously I decided to add a card in there for her. And this was actually really fun to do. I freehanded it from a card that I saw on Pinterest, and I don't know who the original artist is, so I can't actually credit them here, but I really enjoyed doing this, just kind of freehanding this adorableness. I didn't get the whole process of making this, unfortunately, but I will insert some photos at the end of what the finished product looked like. Bye! The next step that I did was make the flap of the bag, and I sewed around the edges here. I did all of that stuff. I'm going to put a little hole for the button that's going to be on this side, and then I'm going to put a little slit here for the button. And then to attach this to the bag, I'm actually going to sew the back of it on like so. And I actually don't have any footage of doing that, so let's just imagine I sew this on, and we'll get back to the finished product in just a second. Go ahead and break down kind of what I've done. Bag, obviously. It is so cute. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is probably one of my favorite projects I have done today. And let me tell you, I haven't done many. And this is pretty good. The last thing I think you guys saw me do was create this part, the flap, and sew the little button shut. That part was actually really easy. It wasn't exactly how I wanted it to look. It sort of fit a little bit differently, but I still think that it worked out pretty good. So I'm not mad at it. And again, it actually looks pretty good, especially from far away. It looks much better than I thought it was going to turn out to look like. Yeah, I'm really excited. It needed to be done today because this is the deadline is today. So I'm really glad that I got it done in time. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed watching this and seeing how I made this, even if I had a lot of trouble filming and keeping up with all of that. So again, I'm new to this. I'm trying to keep up with it. I have a lot of new projects in my repertoire that I'm really excited to show you all and take you along with. So I'm hoping that I will remember to film those parts so you can see everything in the other videos. I really hope you enjoyed me making this, and I hope you subscribe and stick around to see what else I'm up to, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!